Hello, high flyers, and welcome to January 22nd. It is a 5-day, and today encourages you to think before you speak and practice humility as you lean into self-expression. The 3 aspects of courage, maturity, and wisdom. I'm Anthony, the Empathic Elevator, and we're here to tune into the signs, signals, synchronicities that go with our ascension period. Which, if we may, also is in alignment with turning on that divine light inside of you, helping you to shine your unique qualities, to share what is uniquely you. Angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors. What do we have from the viewer today? 111 on the timer, asking what's in alignment with our journey today. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for the viewer? Beautiful. So we're talking about sharing our creative self-expression and channeling some of that creativity today. We have Amber and awaken your creativity. Beautiful. You have creative ways to approach, mature creative ways to approach the journey today, to approach spiritual consciousness, to find balance with the number 6. Tune into our sacral solar plexus energy as that creation station. Awaken your creativity in Amber. Amber also has that quality of encasing whatever it is it surrounds. It's ambers often found fossilized, encasing insects and such. Can you crystallize? Can you encase your unique creative qualities? Watermelon. Have fun with your inner child. The number 3. The 309. Calling to that 369 energy. To this construct of connections, of the different parts of self that are connected through body, mind, and spirit that can be awakened and help to awaken our creativity as we have fun with the inner child. Watermelon also reminds us to hydrate, to ground, and to tune into unconditional love. To take in those foods that nourish us. And even, drink some liquids that represent that color with watermelon, that watermelon red that goes with passion and kind of that the pleasure that comes with eating watermelon, that sugary sweet snack. Auburn, ground yourself. The number 11. 11 reminds us to find alignment with our desires and belief. Auburn is about shedding the dried up bits of ourselves, the old dead leaves, making room for spring, making room for that next season, for a season of growth. 444 on the timer. Encouraging you to tune into your foundations and lean into your foundations so that you can ground yourself, so you can ground old energies as well. We can ground any emotional upset, any emotional defensiveness when it comes to maturity. And the Five of Swords today, Five of Swords can be connected to fights we've been picking with ourselves or others. Fights, fighting in our mind with ourselves about our ideas, our dreams, our abilities. 38, Sapphire. Regenerate your body. It's connected to the throat chakra. Also, a bit of that Archangel Michael energy of release. Regenerate your body and release yourself from this defensiveness. Ground yourself. Ground yourself and tune into this crystalline energy of the earth with sapphire. You can call on the energy of sapphire, this color. Take yourself a screenshot and peek at it throughout the day, or whenever we feel we need a little bit, regenerate some of our energy, regenerate some of that well-being feeling, to tune into your truth. 38 on the card makes 11. The 11 next to each other on the table, reminding us maybe seeing 11 on our clock, or store tags, or different types of synchronicities. Pink, let love in. This is the unconditional love source energy. This is letting yourself, letting it in, letting love into your body, letting love into the creative process, letting love in to help you to regenerate your body as well. And letting love into this process of connecting with our inner child. Have fun with your inner child. Let love in to that process as well. And then we have, so pink also goes with upper heart chakra of unconditional love, and offers that sweetness that, like with tulips. Tulips are often a gift of growth, fertility, springtime. And as you let love in, you activate your healing power. There's this ultraviolet blue. I already kind of called out Archangel Michael, but this is that energy of Archangel Michael and the south, of the Archangel of the South, who helps us to cut ties with things that are no longer serving us. That ultraviolet blue connected to the ultraviolet angels associated with Archangel Michael. And again, we have another one out here, new beginnings, beginning to activate this healing power. Emerald, calm mind, body, and soul. This goes with our healing power as well. The healing power of Archangel Raphael in the east. Archangel Raphael is the healer angel, often referred to as, it's related to the magician in the tarot. Calm your mind, body, and soul. Can you call on the tools, the methods that help you to connect to your individuality and connect to the body of a whole, connect to the whole of humanity, but also to own your sovereignty, to own this healing energy, this healing space, by speaking your truth, by letting love into our interactions, into our reactions. And as you calm mind, body, and soul, and call on Archangel Raphael to help us bring in those healing energies, we heal that womb space, that creative space, and we allow that creativity to awaken within. From conscious spirit, what do we have for the viewer? Meow. our deck here, the back of the deck. Conscious Spirit, what do we have for the viewer today? What do they need to see, hear, and know for this number 5 day, 5 of Swords, as we are relating to the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign. Air signs represented in the tarot by the sign of the sword. Spirits and guides, what else do we have for the viewer today? Let's shoot for about 7 of these. We'll even this out. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I've been scratching the hairs on my chin. And that just came through. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Building those foundations, so those big bad wolves, those disappointment patterns around disappointment and arguments. So those old big bad wolves can't blow your house down. You need new, strong foundations with that. By the hair of your chinny chin. Forest, Frolic, and Maiden is the underlying energy from this deck. Awaken that creative energy, this openness. Our arms are open, being open to our spirit guides, being open to the signs and synchronicities with butterflies and the orbs. Also, perhaps calling on some plant medicine with the mushrooms there. I acknowledge my inner child and I open my heart to the joy she brings. You open your heart and let love in. Calling back to pink there. Allow love to be reflected back to you. As you have fun with your inner child, as you give love, open a space of unconditional love for your inner child with the Maiden card. 35, nature spirits. This is the elementals, earth, air, water, fire. Awakening the elements within you as you connect to nature spirits. I respect all of nature's elemental beings, and I help to preserve life on earth. Can you let in the love of nature spirits? Can you let in the healing that's connected to finding this connection, 1313, finding this reflection of you, reflecting back to you as you tune in to calm mind, body, and soul, as you tune into this flow of abundance, this flow of healing energy, letting love flow as well as you take back your power through respect, through presence. A nurturing heart and mother. Regenerate your body and call on this ultraviolet blue, this sapphire blue, tuning into the truth of the universe, tuning into the truth of source energy, that well-being is yours. The well-being is natural forever, as Abraham would say. I am a protective spirit and I reach out to all life with love and compassion. I want you to activate this healing power to know that you can find healing, that you can be a protective spirit to others and reach out to others with love, unconditional love and compassion, with let love in. It's also helping us to regenerate our body and ground in this energy of respect and appreciation for nature, for life on earth. Can you reach out to all of life and respect all of life, help to preserve life on earth through love and compassion? It starts with our letting love in, letting you love the unique parts of you as well. Crown chakra. This is that higher chakra, that spiritual center with indigo light. Violet. 26, making 8, reminds us to take back our power. Know that I am part of Source. My life is guided by divine wisdom. Helping us to understand that we can to reach for this layer of maturity, for this layer of knowing, of divine wisdom. That crown chakra, the mantra for our crown chakra is I know. I know what I hope to express. I know that no one is perfect, and that I will stand brilliant in my imperfectness. You hear the wisdom that comes with taking the courage to express yourself, but also listening to the truths of others, to allow yourself to not respond from emotional defensiveness, but to let love into the situation, to reprogram the nervous system. Through love and compassion and understanding, through divine wisdom. We have water elemental. This invites you to tune into your intuition, to your creativity, that nature spirit here, the consciousness of water, the consciousness of our relationship, related to relationship, to the flow of our intuition. I allow body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. Inviting you to lean on your intuition, to know when to think before we speak, when to speak our truth, and when to hear the truth of others, when to have the courage to own our self-expression, but also the wisdom to have the humility enough to question things, to find creative ways to look at things, to open up to your truth, to what's true to you with the throat chakra. I speak my truth and I encourage others to speak theirs. You develop this relationship with your truth. This is a relationship with being able to hear what others have to say, to hear the truth behind their words, their feelings. Arrange these cards. Throat chakra. So this goes with sapphire. Also connects us to, with blue, sapphire, water elemental, allowing your intuitive voice to speak for you, to connect to the inner child and bring out the joy, that joyful note or tonage. Gratitude. You open up this vortex of gratitude and have gratitude for other people's opinions. Have gratitude for love and compassion. Having gratitude for nature's elemental beings. And gratitude for your truth in others. I am grateful for everyone and everything in my life and the lessons each brings. Can you ground in this energy? Ground yourself in gratitude. and find this softness with the deer. You may call on the crystals or some runes, creating this, tuning into this vortex of gratitude, which opens us up to that wisdom, gratitude, respect, connection. At day's end, rest. I find peace in nature. I rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit, in order to connect to that crown chakra, to let love in, to let unconditional loving source energy in, and to have gratitude for our body, to have gratitude for our mind as we allow it to rest, to find peace, to connect to nature spirits, to rest in nature. And, it helps us to gain perspective, to awaken that creativity, to find creative ways to look at where we find ourselves, where we're headed. To appreciate the gift of this body. Angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors. What do we have from the wild unknown tarot, sorry. Okay. What do they need to see, hear, and know for the viewer today? And what else do we have for the viewer today? 22:22 on the timer. Why do you develop that relationship with you, a relationship with your mind, body, and soul, with your creativity, with your inner child? One card at a time, I guess, given me. Alright, I guess the underlying energy from this deck. Kind of questioning it a bit, I guess, but this Seven of Cups. So maybe feeling like we've been in a bit of the land of indecision. We've had a lot of choices before us. We've been trying to make the aligned one, to illuminate the choice that will release us from all these other choices, to pick the one that's going to allow our cup to be full, to allow our cup to be full of our light, of this self-expression, of this unique light. Seven of Cups encourage you to make the choice, to come out of old patterns of relating to triggers, old patterns of relating to our choices, and of relating to what's unseen with the moon, relating to the balance within with the sun and the moon. Four of Wands. This can be about celebration, celebrating with our inner child. There's also foundations. You're powerful in these foundations, and there's power in the foundations. The number 4 is, like 4 corners to a cube, 4 walls holding up the ceiling, 4 directions. We create a stable portal, an opening for celebration, to celebrate your unique light. This is an opening of your intuition, of opening of your divine wisdom, of that unique light within. It's time to celebrate these new foundations we've gained, and to find balance, to we have some nostalgia coming up today with the Six of Cups, calling us to see how far we've come, to acknowledge that while we may not be seeing growth, our tree may not be growing as big or as tall as we had planned, what we don't see is all the connections we're making underneath, the foundations that we're putting down, the roots. We're rooting, grounding, ground yourself of Abram, ground yourself in a balanced position, in a balanced place of allowing ourselves to, appreciate how far we've come. That's an aspect of nostalgia, but also to be open to having your cup fill, to coming out of these emotional patterns, these emotional disappointments with the Ten of Swords. So we may feel a bit blinded, a bit, I find it hard to see, have found it hard to see the path forward because of some of the thought patterns that come up, some defensiveness or hot-headedness. And that hot-headedness can sometimes feel like pinpricks in the skull, just like all these swords penetrating this bull's skull here. But you're not being, penetrated by these thoughts, by these swords to break you. You're being broken open to find the light, to find the wisdom within. Tune into your higher self, the High Priestess. Tune into your wisdom and to your balance, to your connection to being a channel, to channeling your unique divinity, your unique light, the Siberian tiger. I don't know how much more unique of a image could be displayed there. You tune into this wisdom, to the unknown with the moon and the High Priestess. Calm your mind, body, and soul and activate this healing power. Keep watering that garden. Take sustainable actions. Consistent, committed, imperfect actions. CCIA. I learned this from my coaches, and it's just a reminder you don't have to be perfectly in this place to show up, to move the needle, to create something new, to keep working on your body, to put in the work on this vessel, whether it be physical, spiritual, emotional. Keep watering the garden, keep feeding these pentacles, these earthly matters that are aligned with your truth. It's coming out under the throat chakra. And I speak my truth. Sometimes our words is the very water, very nutrients that waters our dreams and desires. What do you speak over your life, and how is that watering your garden? Ace of Pentacles. This is a gift. Your body is a gift. Regenerate your body. You didn't come here to work, and to wear this vessel down. Can you offer love and compassion? Can you allow in the energy of that mothering energy to allow yourself to regenerate this body, to find peace as you rest your body and mind at day's end, finding this release as well through gratitude. gratitude for your physical body. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is gift. It's a message of opportunity. Opportunity to create your dreams with the Ten of Pentacles. To receive this wish fulfillment, celebration, marriage of body, mind, and soul, marriage of desires and beliefs in the physical form. Ten of Pentacles, tuning into creating the ripples, the vibrations that are going to call in your wish fulfillment. Beautiful card coming out here. Love it. There we are. It's Five of Swords. It's that emotional defensiveness. This is, tilling up the soil a bit. Sometimes we dig up that soil and some worms get caught up, worms break down decaying matter. We need the worms to break down that decaying matter. We don't want to cut up all those helpful nature beings. Respect all of nature's element beings. Can we allow nature, the universe, to help dissolve these old emotional patterns and help us to tune into maturity, which is the light side of the Five of Swords, calls us to lean into our maturity, lean into humility at this time. Because you are going through transformation with the Temperance card. Tempering through fire, tempering the elements of you, tempering your truth with your creativity, and trying to find that center in the heart, the center of us alchemical fire, turning lead into gold, turning tin and copper into bronze. Temperance, transformation. With the number 14, he's a number 5 and reminds us to embrace the changes. 32, 5 and 5, once again on the timer. Changes. Embrace the changes. They're going to allow you to awaken this creativity. That are going to help you to be in calm mind, body, and soul. To take back your personal power. Welcome to January 22nd, a creative journey. First card out, awaken your creativity. Just love it so much. The cards and tarot and spirit and how it's all just like, it always comes together. Signs and synchronicities. It's amazing. Creative journey towards spiritual consciousness. The beginning of Aquarius season often encourages behind the scenes work, but courage, with the number 5, asks you to dance through the day with self-expression. Look for outlets to channel your creativity in any capacity. This is very much a card of self-expression for me, this maiden and forest frolic. Look for outlets to channel your creativity in any capacity. Instead of dimming your brilliance to make others comfortable, shine a light on the things that make you uniquely you. But be careful of what you say and how you say it. Maturity, with the 5 of Swords, encourages you to think before you speak, watching out for hot-headedness born from emotional defensiveness. If you receive any criticism or negative feedback today, let it roll off you. Let it temper you, with the Temperance card having come out after that 5 of Swords. If you can't manage to let it go, call a trusted friend or scream into a pillow. That rhymes. The goal is simply not to harm anyone in the process. If you can grow in these ways, you will find yourself in the divine consciousness of wisdom. that opening up to divine wisdom, the crown chakra. Also, wisdom with the Hierophant. It is a day to worship at the altar of truth rather than pride. Freaking beautiful. Throat chakra, that center of truth. Worship at the altar of truth today rather than pride. Neither acting as an all-knowing authority nor believing in the false prophets who claim to be. Practice humility as you question everything and discover spiritual freedom that comes with knowing nothing. Today's mantra, no one is perfect, so I will shine in all my brilliant imperfection. Today's journal prompt, what do I hope to self-express? And how can I practice humility in this self-expression? Today's ritual, get out a piece of paper and draw or write without judgment much thought. Simply put on the paper what is immediately coming to you and don't question the process. Instead, discover the freedom that comes with not having to be perfect. Born on this day, George Balanchine, Russian-born American ballet composer and choreographer who founded the New York City Ballet. Lord Byron, English poet and politician, and Sam Cooke, American singer-songwriter and entrepreneur, said this. Well, that's very kind of you, but voices ought not to be measured by how pretty they are. Instead, they matter only if they convince you that they are telling the truth. That brings us right back to that throat chakra energy. Speak my truth, and I encourage others to speak theirs. Today, encouraging you to find wisdom and the courage to speak your truth, but the grounded humility to make the spiritually conscious choice, Seven of Cups, to activate your creativity, activate your healing power, tune in to your intuition, to let love in, and to open the doors to your wish fulfillment through gratitude and groundedness. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes, for tuning in today. Love you, take care. Namaste.